This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, December 23rd, 2013. Now our first look at the 0ZGFS model run. This is at noon today. We have this trough extending across the middle portion of the country with the energy going into the Great Lakes. That's kicking this system that brought quite a bit of snow to the state, especially the southeastern two-thirds, out to our east. We could see a little bit of lingering activity across our far northeastern counties in the morning and into Wisconsin and Minnesota later in the day, but temperatures will be in the single digits to lower teens for highs, falling well below zero tonight. But temperatures will start to increase a bit here Tuesday, highs likely back into the teens to lower 20s as winds turn southwesterly with plenty of sunshine, but more increasing clouds later in the day as another Clipper system comes through Christmas Eve night into early on Christmas Day. This may bring maybe an inch or so of some snow across the area. Temperatures on Christmas Day will be likely in the 20s to near 30. About the same here on Thursday, as temperatures will likely still be in the 20s or so, lows in the single digits to around 10 or so. And another Clipper system is likely going to be coming in from the northwest, or to our northwest, here on Friday, as temperatures begin to warm up again, likely approaching the freezing mark in our western counties, still in the 20s in the east. And you can now see that Clipper system approaching here on Saturday, and that's going to bring another batch of cold air down for the end of the year into maybe the beginning of the new year. Highs likely Saturday, maybe around 30 or so across the area, but unfortunately by Sunday it'll be downright cold. Temperatures may be steady or slowly falling during the day, likely in the single digits or lower teens, maybe a flurry around, some lake effect snow in the Great Lakes. And you can see that northwesterly flow is even continuing into next Monday, with a little bit of energy off to our west. That may be enough to maybe kick off a few flurries, mainly into Dakotas, into maybe western Iowa. But otherwise, it'll be just plain cold with highs likely around 10 or so. Any snow of any significance looks to be over the Great Lakes at this point. Going into the extended period and into 2014 on January the 3rd, the flow still a little bit out of the west and northwest. We have a short wave moving across the east coast, another one coming down through central Canada, and that could be another Clipper system that may be bringing us more cold air later into that time period. Storm off the east coast could bring some snow across the mid-Atlantic into the New England states. And then at the end of the forecast on January the 7th, flow coming out of the west and northwest again. One short wave over New England, another one over Saskatchewan moving into Manitoba. That'll be moving across the Great Lakes and may skim us with a little bit of activity. But at that point, we'll have maybe some warmer weather, maybe highs back nearing 30 again. If this is to be right, with any precipitation well off to our north and northeast at that time. Satellite image from last evening, we had a frontal system moving off into the east, taking with it the snow, a little bit of thunderstorms across the south, and just cold air behind it with some snowpack. Watch morning map from last evening. You can see some wind chill advisories, wind chill warnings from Iowa northwestward through the Dakotas and Minnesota, a couple winter weather issues in the northern Rockies, and some flooding issues across the southeast up into the mid-Atlantic. The QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 6 o'clock, showing a little bit around here, maybe a couple of hundredths of liquid equivalent, which would in turn be maybe an inch or so of snow, heaviest across the east coast.